One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, a team ready to put on a show, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Liberty's offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Flames will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Cardi. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Going for 6. And it's caught for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Flames are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Quick completion to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Flames will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense out of the field to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Hooks. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first. Listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Off play action. Keeps looking downfield. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Flames want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that first down.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Flames will line up to punt it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. both ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go. Looking downfield, it's Hooks. Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He'll try the left side. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting to the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Buys a little extra time. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they
get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete out of the backfield.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Well, you can't block a kick without being aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. The roughing the kicker penalty looks costly. Offense in great field position. Dropping back, it's Hooks. Buying some time. Finds a little space. Turning it on. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense picks it up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Flames racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
On the run, it's Cardi. They almost got a 1st down there. Stop the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This feels like 4 down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here we go. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. He bangs his way in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down to possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Looking for a big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He's got it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They're testing the right side here. Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. There's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. It's his momentum. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right on the money. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. And you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it'll be a touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're setting up the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hooks. On the run, still looking. He's going to fire to the left. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Saunders. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Glow. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. And we've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 17 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Runs through a tackle. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks and they've got it at the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Flames can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Flames.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now this offense is back on the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job.
Turning it on! Drills him with the stiff arm. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's in open space downfield. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Running behind that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. The run to the right. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Rush is on him. And the defense, got him at the 27. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Hold and finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Back to throw. It's Hooks. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. got his man downfield. He's in for the score. Touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 24 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And the Flames in a good spot here with second and short. He's got it on the right. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. The Flames will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Gets it past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He now has 108 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rams him with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line.
Trick 9 feet.
They'll try the right side. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day when they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days to learn from, to try to grow from.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Using his legs, it's Cardi. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line. In your own end, you need plays like that.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any.
He lobs one high down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 10 from the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Brings up second down.
Ready up.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap up.